Now, I did speak more on the subject with Nadereh Chamlou. She's an international development advisor at the World Bank's Middle East section, and I asked about her take on the deal thus far.
Well, I think that this is a very historic event, as it has been said in many different fora, in newspapers, in Iran, as well as outside, as well as in Europe, where I am currently. I think this is an opportunity for the West and Iran to essentially push the reset button on their respective understandings of each other, and the respective dealings with each other. And this is an opportunity that cannot be missed. And I hope that the international community will take this opportunity seriously in the United States as well, and that we will not face another disappointment on both sides.
The hearings, what are your expectations as to what you think the topic of discussion or the direction it will likely go towards?
I think my take is that the 60 days, in fact, may be a blessing in disguise instead of the 30 days that was initially aimed for. Because in the 60 days, people will have, in a shorter period of time, people are more likely to have knee-jerk reactions to this deal and be able, and kind of try to see where to fault it. But with a 60-day period and an opportunity to really internalize what this deal is intending to do, and what the opportunities and what the potential for this deal is, I think that it will be, in fact, a benefit to have more retrospection about this deal. And my prognosis is that it will actually turn out to be in the end, I don't, there might be some hiccups in the middle, but I think in the end it will be certainly an opportunity that will be taken, and that will be taken for serious.
If Congress was watching this right this very moment, and you had a chance to speak to the Republicans who have been opposed to it, and even some Democrats are opposed to the deal, what would you specifically tell them why this deal is good for the United States in the short run or medium run?
Well, there are two aspects I would highlight. One aspect is, of course, the deal itself. In other words, will Iran reduce its nuclear capacity? Will there be a lower chance of having a nuclear armament, nuclear bomb in Iran? These are one aspects of the deal. I think the other aspect of the deal that has been very little talked about, and that is equally, perhaps even more important in the long run than the nuclear deal itself, is to build trust among these two countries, between Iran and the West.
Now, I have heard arguments on both sides, for and against this deal, and specifically regarding the hearings as well. And I'm having some trouble trying to find out, because unlike other negotiations or other deals, it doesn't seem like there's any middle ground. Either people love the deal, and it's an historic first, and it's great for both countries, or globally for that matter, or you absolutely hate the deal and you think this is the worst thing possible. Is there a middle ground? Can there be a middle ground? I mean, is it worthy of a discussion that ultimately has no conclusion?
I think that the part of the problem is that the deal is very complex. It is complex on both the technical grounds as well as the political aspects. And therefore, when you don't know something in great detail, anybody is likely to be much more pessimistic about a deal. But the more that people know about this, and the more that the lawmakers, particularly in the U.S. Congress, learn about this, the more of a chance that they will realize the benefits of this deal, the benefit of really avoiding a much more, I would say, a conflictual environment in the future with Iran as well as with the rest of the Middle East, because Iran is, after all, a very important power in the Middle East. So I think that the more people have a chance to read through it, to internalize what is exactly in the deal, and every day we learn new facets about the deal. Every day we learn new angles to the deal. So in my view, it is that the more we have a chance to to really look at the entire deal without, coming in with preconceptions and coming in with prejudgments, the better it is for everyone else. And as both President Obama and also on the Iranian side, the Ayatollah Khamenei and President Rouhani, everybody has said, is that this is really the best deal that could be struck through negotiation. And it is a deal that both will benefit from if both sides take it seriously. And that is an important if.